Hi everybody. Today for part of your independent work, you're going to be writing sentences that go along with Unit 2, Lesson 1, the core vocabulary words. These are the words that we discussed last week that you were annotating and underlining using your red, blue, and yellow colored pencil. You should have that picture on your computer. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video right now and find your activity page that you took a picture of last week. It's actually activity page 1.2. All right, now that you're back, let's get started. All right, so the first word that we discussed the other day is the word domesticate. And to domesticate means to raise and train animals to live around humans. So pause the video, please, and write your sentence using the word domesticate. Please make sure that you are using appropriate capital letters and end marks in your sentences. Word number 2 is irrigate. Irrigate is a verb and it means to supply water using pipes or channels. And remember during our discussion last week, I talked about the fact that on my way to the beach, I see a lot of these irrigation systems in the farmers' fields because their fields are not as fertile and they're not as fertile as ours here. The next word we have is the word flourished. And flourished is a verb, and one clue is that it ends in an ed, so that tells you that this is an example of a past tense form of a verb. Flourished means to be successful, and last week during our online learning you flourished and you were very successful. The next word we have is isthmus. An isthmus is a narrow piece of land that connects two larger pieces of land, and on the image in front of you you'll see that this narrow piece of land here in the middle is the isthmus that is connecting this larger piece of land in the background and this other piece of land in the forefront. Diverse. Something that is diverse, it means that it's made up of different people or things. When you use diverse, usually it goes in front of the noun because the word diverse is an adjective. It is a describing word. So it's describing a classroom, it's describing a group of people, it's describing the crayons that you have in front of you. Lush. Lush is also an example of an adjective, and it means healthy and full. A lot of times during the spring months, we see many lush fields in the farmer's land. Cenote. A cenote is a noun, and if you look at this image from last week, you can see that it is a well in the bottom. So down here is water, the people are swimming, and it's formed from a sinkhole. So a cenote is a well formed from a sinkhole. Descendant. A descendant is a relative of someone who lived in the past. So I am a descendant of my grandparents and my great-grandparents. You are descendants of your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents. Empire is the next word on our vocab list, and an empire is a noun. And an empire refers to the land, it refers to the people who are all under one ruler or one government. In our unit this time we're going to be studying 3 empires: the Maya, the Aztec, and the Inca. Sieve. A sieve is a noun and it is a tool, and it is a tool that has small holes so that you can separate maybe gold or sand from larger pieces of rock or artifacts. And then our final word for this lesson is the word textile. Textile is a noun and it refers to anything that is woven or knit. So your sweatshirt is an example of a textile. Your t-shirt is an example of a textile. All right, thanks guys for your time today. I hope before you submit, you look back and make sure that all of your sentences are complete sentences that begin with capital letters and end with the appropriate end marks. I will talk to you later.